Hello everyone. Since you all liked the AL Fact videos, here's another one, right after the last one, featuring fun tidbits about our girls as characters, instead of as warships, or their history. All of these are verifiably true, don't fact check me. Let's get right into it. You know how sometimes when you're trying to sleep, but your brain brings up all the embarrassing stuff from years ago? That happens to Bismarck sometimes. Especially after Ironblood had reconciled with other factions, and got a look at the fairy swordfish. Now at night, when she's trying to sleep, she thinks about how she got crippled by such a piece of shit. Shinano and Musashi are objectively the best floofs. You see, Akagi, Kaga, Amagi, Tosa? They're all nine-tailed foxes. They've all peaked. As a kitsune grows older and more powerful, they grow more tails, up to 9. The Yamato sisters both have 6. They're already stronger, and they've still got room to grow even further beyond. Also, their tails are goddamn enormous, like the size of their entire body. Could be used as a full-sized fluffy body pillow. Pretty sure they have to actively nerf them for their live 2Ds. Speaking of floof, it has come to my attention that there is a gap that has formed between the forces of the Azur Lane and Crimson Axis, between Japanese Fox ship and French Angel boats, creating a softness gap. This cannot stand. Being buried in fluffy foxtail? Outdated, overrated even. But soft wing cuddles with an angel girl? Now that's where the money is. It is clear what we must do. Richelieu, double the defence budget, and spawn us up some Seraphim ship girls. Illustrious brings the promise of soft landings. However, she is an aircraft carrier, and therefore cannot do this. Carrier landings are anything but. In Chapter 6 of Abyssal Refrain, Subras Eternally expresses a want to return to the Siren remodelled research base to tinker with its broken machines. This was actually a front. What she really wanted to do was strip the place of all its copper and become filthy rich selling it back to the Northern Parliament. Cleveland, Baltimore and Magdeburg are currently located at 40 degrees, 31 minutes and 28 seconds north, 117 degrees, 7 minutes and 5 seconds west. Well, what are you sat here looking at me for? Go help them. Come on. So Littorio is secretly a masochist, right? Because we all know that Littorio wants a big titty, white-haired British armoured aircraft carrier Gia. Never thought I'd be saying that out loud. But why? Because if I was left with 3 gaping wounds by the same amount of 179kg warheads, the last thing I would be thinking is, fancy that. Which leads me to the aforementioned conclusion that Littorio is a raging masochist. In order to show they've turned over a new leaf and will not invade Poland, or the Irish Orthodoxy again, the Ironblood has chosen to refrain from building ship types with aggressive sounding names like destroyers or battleships, instead choosing to build frigates. Nobody believes they're frigates. Richelieu was a woman of many talents. In fact, she was going to put one of those many talents on display at the latest Idol event, but it didn't pan out. Unfortunately, church organ players don't make for the best idols. Even if her ability to just absolutely shred it on the church organ is incredibly impressive. Everyone knows about the war between shipgirls and sirens, but what most people don't know is how it almost started much earlier, when Saratoga hit Purify with the old spicy keychain prank. Do you all find it weird how absent the Royal Navy was from Rondo at Rainbow's End? Besides the maids who were keeping things running behind the scenes and Queen Elizabeth for obvious reasons, they were all just not there. Which is weird when there's a major battle going on in their main anchorage, like right in their back garden. You'd think they'd be hiding in a random building ready to jump out and join the fight once everyone had turned their guns on Compiler, but nope. So where were they? Well, it turns out they'd all fucked off down the pub. Friday evening, you know. By the time things had kicked off, Vanguard had necked a 5th pint and things were getting a little out of hand. Purify was one of the most instrumental sirens to their development. It turns out Developing cutting-edge gravity manipulation fields, conceptual radio weapons, and electronic warfare that improves firepower is really expensive. And Purifier would often undertake missions to procure additional funding, usually by stealing people's catalytic converters. It has come to light that all Royal Navy warships were built by second-rate engineers. Turns out it's not really feasible for some dude in a shed to build a battleship. What a shame. It's honestly kind of surprising that Eugen is still in charge of Ironblood's foreign relations. But to her credit, she's doing better. So far, her not keeping her mouth shut when she should has only caused 3 diplomatic incidents this month. Alright, that's a wrap. Some definitely real and true facts about our favourite ship girls. Happy April Fools, everyone. Thought I'd use it as an excuse to make something more shitposty than usual. Had to delay it a bit so the dates would line up. Hope you found something funny, or at least entertaining in whatever this was. Regular videos will return next time, so until then, fair winds and following seas.